Hello everyone, welcome to our math class. Today in this video, we are going to introduce how we use log on the calculator. In the past, we introduced what log is and how do we use mental math to figure out how do we use log to look for the exponents. But there is a scenarios we actually can't use just mental math to figure out what's the answer. So now we're going to use calculator. So that's why you actually see calculator in the video here, because we are going to demonstrate how we use log on the calculator. But before that, let's have a quick review. So in the past, we mentioned for logarithm, it's just looking for exponents. So all we need to do is asking us 3 to what power is 27. So we know 3 to third power is 27. So that's when the first log is actually is 3. Now, the second one, as we mentioned, whenever you see log with no base, doesn't mean it has no base. It just means the base is actually 10. So this one asking us 10 to what power is 1 over 100, which is, as we mentioned before, whenever we see 1 over meaning negative and 10 to second power is 100, so that's why this answer is -2. But as you can see, so for this kind of question, we can easily get the answer by just using mental math. But sometimes the situation is, no matter how hard you try, it's just no way we can use mental math to figure out the answer. In that case, we have to use calculator. So today, we are going to introduce how we use calculator to find the answer by using log. But there's two things we need to use on the calculator. The first one is, as you can see, on the calculator, we have one key, it's called log. But remember, this one is not just random log. This one, as we mentioned, is common log, meaning the base is 10. So for the question here, we need to figure out 10 to what power is 300. Of course, we cannot just use mental math to figure out, so that's why we are going to use this one. So all we need to do, we click log, and then we type 300, and then we just go enter, and you will see the long decimal here, so that's the answer. So for this case, we are going to round it, and for this answer, for example, we are going to round it to the nearest tenth. It's going to be the one digit after the decimal, so it's going to be 2.5. Of course, if I ask round it to the nearest hundreds, then we are keeping the 2 decimal, then it becomes 2.48, because the third digit is 7. Okay, so that's how we use log. But sometimes it's not just log. We can ask questions regarding the different base. Let's check this one. So for this one, we are going to check all these 3 questions here, and then we are going to see how do we find the log here. Okay, so the first one is the base is 5, and the second one's 3, then this one common to the common log again. So for this one, how do we type it? Then we are going to use this key here called math. So we click math, and then on your calculator, you are looking for the bottom one is called log base. Because this is on the computer, so you will see the full screen, but on your calculator, you need to go scroll down until you see log base. If you click this one, then you will see the things like this. So we are going to type accordingly. The base is 5, and then we just go to the arrow. So we go to the next one is 1 over, meaning 1 divide. So it's 100, and then we go enter. And you will see the answer is actually negative. As we mentioned, whenever you see 1 over is always negative. And the answer asking us to round it to the nearest 10. So 1 digit after the decimal. So we just need to check the next one, which is 6. So this answer will be negative 2.9, because 6 is going to round it up. Next one is log 5. So we're going to use the same thing, log. We use the click math, and then we click log base. Again, this is 3. Use arrow to move on to the next one, 25, and then we just go enter. And you will see the answer here is, again, this time we are going to round it to the nearest hundreds. So we check the third digits, which is 9, so we round it up. So it's going to be 2.93. Okay, so that's how we get the answer here. Last one, we're going to use a common base again, because we do not see the base, meaning the base is 10. We just use this log here, and then we'll type 20, close parentheses, and then go enter. This one is rounded to the thousands. As we know, thousands meaning 3 digits after decimal, so it's 301. Next one 0. We don't need to round it up, so it's 1.301. Okay, so that's just how we use calculator to find the log. As you can see, two major logs we are going to use. We either use common logs or we can use math and go log base and you will get the answer. Thank you so much for watching this video and study this topic with me. Thank you and take care, everyone.